Welcome to my YouTube channel FELS classes. I am R. Kumar and I have brought a very interesting video on Daffodil by William Wordsworth for you. Before reading critical appreciation of this poem, it is very important for you to have little information about this great poet. I think you know William Wordsworth is undoubtedly the greatest worshipper of the nature. He is a romantic poet, but he is also known as a poet of man, as a poet of child, as a poet of mystical beliefs, as a poet of solitude. Actually, William Wordsworth was influenced by the French Revolution. The French Revolution had very strong impact on him. Except this, he also was greatly influenced by his sister Dorothy, St. Coleridge, his new friend Godwin, Newton, and Plato. His mother and father died when he was a child. After the death of his parents, he started writing poetry. His great work, The Lyrical Ballads, was published in 1798. It contains 23 poems, 19 poems composed by him and 4 poems composed by his friend St. Coleridge. His another great work is The Prelude. It was published after his death in 1850. 7 years before his death, he was named the Poet Laureate of Britain. This poet also has his very unique position in the history of English literature. Now the poem, first and second stanza I have written here for you. Actually, William Wordsworth was inspired by the beauty of the daffodil while he and his sister Dorothy Wordsworth were in the woods beyond Go-Barrow Park in 1802. They saw few beautiful daffodils beside the water and were highly impressed. That impression inspired him to compose the poem, and that is the daffodil we are reading today here. Okay? Now let us read the poem. Get ready with your notebook, and whenever you need, you can write something like word meanings. To read this poem, I am taking line number 1 and line number 2 first. Okay? You can see, I wandered lonely as a cloud that floats on high over vales and hills. First, I am talking as a cloud that floats on high over vales and hills. Okay? I wander lonely. As you have seen, a cloud floats over hills and valleys. How it is beautiful. It is so peaceful. It is so happy. The cloud is happy. Okay? Because it is enjoying the great lap of the nature, the vast sky, and alone cloud is enjoying this everything. Like the same way, the poet also was going somewhere. He was moving here and there in the lap of the nature. Okay, like the cloud. He compares his activity with the cloud. As a cloud over the hill and valley is looking so beautiful, so happy. In the same way, the poet was very happy because he was alone enjoying the beauty of the nature. Okay, so I wandered lonely as a cloud. He was wandering here and there, moving, going. How? Like a cloud. This is simile, use of simile, as. Okay. Now line number 3 and 4. Okay. When all at once I saw a crowd, a host of golden daffodils. Suddenly, all at once, this is phrase. Suddenly, the poet saw a crowd, a large number, what? A large number, that is golden daffodils. Okay? A large number of golden daffodils. Golden means yellow, bright, beautiful. That is color of the flower. Okay? A host word, this also gives the sense of large number. Okay? A large number of daffodils he suddenly saw. Okay? They were so beautiful. Golden in color means shining yellow. It is also, they were in large number. But this word also gives a sense of host. Host and guests you are familiar with. Okay? Means they were greeting the poet. They were inviting the poet. They were welcoming the poet. No? Now, line number 5 and 6. Beside the lake beneath the trees, fluttering and dancing in the breeze. Okay. Where were the flowers actually? It is clear in this line. They were all beside the lake. Okay. Beside the lake, beneath the trees, under the trees. Yes, all the daffodils were under the trees. Okay, beside the lake, beautiful lake. And fluttering. Fluttering means, word meaning, moving in the breeze. When air blows, okay, flower moves. Gentle movement, that is. Okay, gently moving, fluttering and dancing in the breeze. Here the word dance also gives the sense of movement of the flowers, daffodils, that all were dancing, means they were moving in happiness. Okay, they were moving in joy because there was the breeze, gentle air. Okay, gentle movement of air was making all the daffodils dancing, moving, fluttering. The petals of the daffodils were especially moving and looking very attractive, so beautiful. Okay, where were the flowers? Beside the lake, under the trees. Okay, there were many trees growing beside the lake, and under them all the flowers, daffodils, were dancing, moving in the gentle breeze. Very beautiful scene. Scene of the lake, scene of the daffodils, scene of the trees. No? Now I will take line number 1 and 2 of the second stanza. Continuous as the stars that shine and twinkle on the Milky Way. Okay, this is use of simile in the sentence. As the stars twinkle and shine in the sky, and they are in large number, how they look beautiful, little, yellow, shining and bright. In the same way, beautiful daffodils also are in large number. Okay, continuous means continue, you can see one after another flower. While you are watching the stars, they are also little in size, bright, yellow, shining. In the same way, daffodils are beautiful, bright, shining, yellow in color, okay, attractive, and large number, one after another you may watch them. Okay. Now line number 3 and 4. They stretched in never-ending line along the margin of bay. All those beautiful daffodils, they stretched, were spreading, okay, in never-ending line. It was very difficult to find out where they were ending. Never ending, not ending, continuous, very far, okay, and stretching means spreading, okay, along the margin of a bay. All those daffodils were, okay, standing beside the lake to far distant places. It was not easy to measure how far actually they were spreading. Line number 5 and 6. 10,000 saw I at a glance, tossing their heads in sprightly dance. In this line, 10,000 means what do you think? The poet counted them? No. 10,000, these two words give the sense of large number of daffodils actually, okay? 10,000 saw I at a glance. In one side, the poet could observe a large number of daffodils. He is saying they may be approximately 10,000 like, okay? Tossing, what they were doing, daffodils were tossing their heads, okay? The heads means flower is on the top of the plant, okay? And that flower he is talking especially. The tossing means moving, gentle movement, that is tossing, okay? In the sprightly dance, and they were happily dancing, sprightly, happy, joy, okay, and dance. It was happy dance, joyful dance of the daffodils that the poet saw and experienced. Okay, this is stanza 1, stanza 2. You can see the use of rhymic system. I am showing you cloud, crowd, okay, likewise hills and daffodils, okay. Are you looking? System, which system? Rhymic system I am showing you. It is, and last two lines have like this: trees, breeze, rhymic system. Due to rhymic system, the poet is using musical quality in the poem, okay. In the same way, you can saw sign, line, way, bay, okay, and here last two lines have rhymic system: glance, dance. Is it okay? And now we move to stanza 3 and 4. This is stanza 3 and this is last stanza of daffodils, okay. Again I will take line number 1 and line number 2. The waves beside them danced, but they outdid the sparkling waves in glee. Here, beside the lake, there were beautiful daffodils. The water of the lake, okay, was creating waves in the breeze, and the wave was also looking very beautiful and shining, okay, sparkling, okay, sparkling waves it is given here, okay. Two lines we have to take, okay. The wave beside them means who? Beside the daffodils, okay. The daffodils were dancing, the waves of lake water also were dancing. There were many waves, okay, due to the breeze, okay. The waves beside daffodils also were dancing, okay. But they means here, they means who? But the daffodils means, but the daffodils were dancing better. How did the sparkling waves in glee, okay. The daffodils, but the daffodils outdid the sparkling, were quietly dancing better dancing, more beautifully dancing than the waves. Okay, the waves were beautiful, they were dancing, okay, and here daffodils were dancing, but the poet experienced that the dance of daffodils was far better than the dance of the water of the lake, waves of the lake. Okay. Now line number 3 and 4. A poet could not but be gay in such a jocund company. For a poet, for William Wordsworth, what was required there? What he needed? Nothing but be gay. But he was happy. He felt, he enjoyed, he experienced happiness and joy, and it was much more everything to him. Okay? In such a jocund company, why it was possible to be happy for the poet, okay, to enjoy, it was because the company was jocund here, okay, jocund, happy, joyful company. What was joyful company? The poet was happy because the daffodils were dancing, happening, the beautiful sight of the daffodils, dancing of the daffodils made the poet feel joy and peace. And so in such beautiful company, company means relationship, friendship like of beautiful flowers, it was easy for the poet to be very happy. Okay. Now line number 5, and I gazed and gazed, but little thought what wealth the soul to me had brought. I gazed, the poet looked at the flowers. He looked at the flowers. He continued looking them. He could not remove his eyes from there. He could not move back from there because the sight of the daffodil was so attractive, so beautiful and charming. But little thought, he had little idea what wealth means treasure like, property. What property of thought, okay. What property, little thought, again this word I am using here, property of thought, this beautiful sight, so here sight of the daffodil had brought to him, means he thought a little that the beautiful sight of the daffodils had brought wonderful treasure of thoughts to him. Now stanza number 6 here, okay. Again I will take line number 1 and 2. You have to care that stanza 1, 2, 3 have been written in past tense, okay, but you can see this stanza has been written in present tense, okay. For oft when on my couch I lie, in vacant or in pensive mood, okay, very often, whenever, it is like, when on my couch I lie, whenever the poet rests, he sits in the chair or sofa, or he keeps his body in resting position in bed, okay, and in vacant. What is vacant here? When his mind is vacant. Mind is vacant means he does not have worries of the world, tensions of the world, problems of the world. His mind is quite free. Then, and more is given, if his mind is not free, then he is maybe in a meditative mood. This mood, pensive mood means meditative mood. What is this meditative mood? Meditative mood is such mood that is required for a poet, or it is required for anybody who wishes to be happy or enjoy the beauty of the nature, okay. So whenever the poet is in pensive mood, meditative mood, or okay, or his mind is free from the worries of or tensions, in such condition and he is lying or resting on the coach, any coach I told you. So what happens? Impact is here. Now line number 3 and 4, okay, they means the daffodils, okay, the daffodils flash upon, that is reviving that inward eye, okay. The scene of or the sight of the daffodils revives upon the inward eye of the poet, means the poet falls in nostalgia. The scene of the beautiful daffodils which he had seen before comes before him in his imagination, okay, and which is the bliss of the solitude. This is actually the solitude, because of the loneliness, because of the peace in his mind at the time of resting, okay, and this happiness, this happiness which he has received through the revival of the daffodils in his inward eyes, it is a matter of bliss for him, it is a matter of pleasure, happiness for the poet, and this is the outcome of the solitude, of the peacefulness, okay. And then my heart with pleasure fills and dances with the daffodils. After this, the poet feels that he is full of peace and joy. He is so happy, okay, and then he dances with the daffodils, means he dances with the daffodils, means he feels same pleasure like the daffodils, how daffodils are very happy, joyful. The poet feels the same in the company of the daffodils. Here company means imagination gives the company of the daffodils, okay. In this third stanza and in the fourth stanza, rhymic scheme can be seen. No, you can see they, you can see here they, okay, like, thought and brought, okay. In fourth stanza, lie, I, mood, solitude, and the last two lines, okay, you can see fields, daffodils. No? So you have read the poem. I hope you enjoyed it. I also hope you have enriched your very spirit, your mood. This poem surely will bring positive attitude to your thoughts. Subscribe the channel, share to your friends, family and relatives. Press the bell icon so that you can receive the latest videos. Once more, thanks for watching.